Good afternoon, baseball fans. We'd like to welcome you to Sheboygan here at the home of the Sheboygan A's as we get set for tournament play here over this course these next couple of days. The first one here will be your Marshfield Blue Devils taking on the Viroqua 138ers. Viroqua will be their second consecutive game. They just played Wausau. Marshfield will play back-to-back this one and then Sheboygan right after. You can find both those games right here on Zaleski Sports. My name is Mike Wendland, welcoming you here to Sheboygan. As get used to this ballpark as well. This will be the scene of the state tournament later on next month. See which local teams might make a run over to that team. As Marshfield wrapping up their infield. Viroqua already took theirs, but before their first game, so it looks like they're just about good to go. Marshfield is the visiting team, Viroqua the home team, so it'll be Marshfield getting the first crack at the plate against Griffin Olson for Viroqua. Nick Urban getting the start for the Blue Devils. Marshfield, of course, in their navy blue and grays. Viroqua, the white and gradient down to blue, white pants. So that being said, let's take a look at your starting lineups for this one. We will start with the visiting team, that is the Marshfield Blue Devils. Leading off for Marshfield is your starting catcher, number 5, Cole Timler. Batting second in center field, number 2, Brock Bennington. Batting third in right field, number 25, Riley Bauman. Batting cleanup in left field, number 11, Ben Dici. Batting fifth at third base, number 44, Logan Homolka. Batting sixth is your starting pitcher, number 10, Nick Urban. Batting seventh at first base, number 19, Karsten Jerschley. Batting eighth at second base, number 14, Isaac Zepps. And batting ninth at shortstop, number 3, Bennett Lang. Again, for Marshfield, it is Timler, Bennington, Bauman, Deitch, Homolka, and Urban. Jerschley, Zepps, and Lang. For Marshfield, coming with a record of 7-4 overall. And for the home team in Viroqua, leading off is your starting pitcher, number 1, Griffin Olson. Hitting second is your catcher, number 17, Evan Hubach. Batting third, the shortstop, number 16, Casey Kowalczyk. Batting cleanup, number 21, third baseman, Noah Matheson. Batting fifth at first base, number 23, Camden Oliver. Batting sixth in left field, number 24, Ashton Swanson. Batting seventh in center field, number 4, Braden Landowski. Batting eighth in right field, number 19, Tyler Quackenbush. And batting ninth at second base, number 11, Cooper Gelhaus. Again, for Viroqua, Olson, Hubach, Kowalczyk, Matheson, Oliver, Swanson, Landowski, Quackenbush, and Gelhaus. Meeting just off center of home plate as we get set for this one. Again, be back-to-back games for Marshfield tonight. They'll play Sheboygan following this one. Tomorrow we will have back-to-back games for the Plover Black Sox, as they will play starting at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon here on this ballpark. Plover with a couple of wins over the last couple of days here. For Marshfield, they beat Merrill at home 14-4. Yesterday, thanks to a 4 RBI day from Bauman, a 3 RBI day from Homolka, and a solid pitching performance of 3 runs in 3 innings for Karsten Jerschley. As meeting's done, and we're just going to get ready for baseball, and out comes Viroqua to take the field. Griffin Olson will get the start. Lanky right-hander wearing number 1. Defense behind him. Getting your outfield left to right, Swanson, Landowski, and Quackenbush. The infield over at third base is going to be Matheson, your double play combo at short and second, Kowalczyk and Gelhaus. Oliver doing the picking at first, and hanging the signs is Hubach behind the plate. They'll face the top of the Marshfield batting order, Timler, Bennington, and Bauman. We saw a little bit of Olsen and Plover a couple weeks ago when they had a triangular. Sheboygan up as well. Pitched, I think, the last inning of their game against Plover. He looked pretty good. Well, Swanson had started that game, and he was extremely good. So we'll see what he has against a very potent Marshfield lineup that hits a combined 306 as a team, 100 hits in their 11 games, and 71 runs scored. Right now, 81 degrees. Down in the sunlight, about 82. It could be a good night for baseball all around as we get set for Cole Timler to step into the box. Dimensions on the field, 320 down the lines, 395 dead center. Wind blowing slightly out, looks like toward left field. As the right-handed hitting catcher, Cole Timler hitting 385 during his brief 6-game stretch so far. 10 for 26, 5 RBIs. Coming off an exceptional senior season at Columbus Catholic, he was the Clover Belt Player of the Year, tied with teammate Emmett Konieczny. And he takes the first one down for ball 1, and we're underway. Another one, not even close. 2-0 now to Cole Timler. Bennington on deck, and then it'll be Bauman. And there's a strike outside corner, so back to 2-1 now. Olsen working quick. Timler stepping out every so often, trying to control the pace of this at-bat. Strike 2 on off speed, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Already working quick. The 2-2. Chopper foul toward third. Coach Metz makes a play, throws it back in. And a ground ball to short. Right through the wickets. It'll be an E6. If this were the Stanley Cup Finals, they'd say they win 5-hole on the goalkeeper, and Timler's aboard to start the game. It was an easy play for Kowalczyk, and he just didn't keep an eye on the baseball. Kicked off the heel of the glove, went right through into shallow left. That'll bring up Brock Bennington, the big center fielder, hitting 250. He's 2 for 8 in a couple of games with 1 RBI. He'll take one down and in the dirt. That kicks away from Hubach, but not far enough. Timler will hold steady at first. Timler still on 3 bases. He'll hold, it'll miss high and away, and it's 2-0. And when you look at a guy like Cole Timler, you're not going to find a guy who's going to enjoy being at the ballpark more. I was able to talk to him a little bit during their state semifinal game. Just the enthusiasm extremely infectious to everyone around him. There's a little fly ball into the gap in left center. Long run. That's going to drop. Timler's going to turn second. He's going to head to third. The ball gets to the warning track. They're going to send the runner. He's going to turn third and try and score. The throw is not going to go in. It's going to be an RBI double. And Marshfield strikes first. It's 1-0. A familiar combo, Timler and Bennington. Bring in the first run of this one. So the error comes around to score. And with nobody out, here comes Riley Bauman, the right fielder. Bauman hitting .538, 9 RBIs. He'll take one down again. Olsen starting to struggle. He hasn't been able to find his location too much. Even one of the strikes at Timler was borderline. Bennington with his leadoff second. Brock can take a base if you need him as well. And there's a strike with a fastball, 1-1. Bennington stolen 2 bases in 2 games. He'll hold put, and that's going to be outside. 2-1 now. On deck, Ben Beachy. And that's going to be a fly ball into shallow right center, ranging over Lindowski. He'll make the call. The catch, tagging, and going to third is Bennington. And with one out, it's a productive fly ball, and there's now a runner at third. For Dicha, who's hitting .324, 9 RBIs. Playing in left field today. And there's a half swing and a foul straight back. Homolka, who's had a big week, is on deck. Homolka, key player in that massive comeback against Everest. Comeback for the years, and there's a strike. 2-0-2. Olsen looking to strike out here, trying to keep that run at third. He'll miss just outside. 1-2. Just low. Viroqua faithful right in front of me. Thought it was going to be strike 3 call. It's 2-2. Again, beautiful, idyllic location. And there's one foul straight back at a hanging breaking ball. Remains 2-2 to Ben Dicha. Got a big thanks to everyone joining in. Those who did make the trip over. Hope we get to enjoy both games, as there's strike 3 called for out number 2, and that's a big strikeout for Olsen. So 2 outs, that will bring up the third baseman, Logan Homolka. Homolka hitting .303, 1 home run, 18 RBIs in 10 games. Well, of his 10 hits, his that's down. Of his 10 hits this summer, 6 of them have gone for extra bases. 3 doubles, 2 triples, a home run. He also walked 11 times. Man, there's a strike. 1-1 now. Big, powerful left-handed hitting third baseman. Urban on deck. Adam is down and away. 2 balls and a strike to Homolka. Trying to find some room, a lot of room in right center. Big breaking ball will stay up and out of the zone. It's 3-1. And Olsen starting to struggle with his command again. And he, strike 2, called a late call, but it's called strike 2, and the count runs full. The inside corner. Bennington moving around off of third, and that's going to hit him. Homolka hit by the pitch. He'll get first base. First time he's been hit this summer, and that'll bring up Nick Urban, the pitcher. So Urban stepping in. And then he gets hit. Back-to-back hit batters will load the bases. After he had worked around the leadoff error and had 2 outs, just the run around third, he's hit back-to-back hitters. But now Karsten Jershely with a chance to put up a big number here in the first. think we're going to see a runner as well. Looks like Jackson Ormond or no. Give me 1 second to go. Could be Ian Brown running. So Jersley will step in. Jersley hitting .250. He's 9 for 36. He's driven in 5. Playing first base here in this first game for Marshfield. They got a run in on the air and the double. And the first one from Olsen out of the windup is down for ball 1. It's 2-0. He tried a curveball. There's a strike with a fastball. 2-1 now. And that one just missed him. Kick some dust up from the mitt, and it's 3-1. Take it all the way, full 3-2. Runners get a head start. And we saw this a few days ago. There's a chopper up the middle, ranging over. And the underhand, and the taking it himself at short was Kowalczyk. Ends the inning on the fielder's choice. So only the 1 run comes in. On 1 hit, there was an error, and 3 runners left. We played 1/2 inning of baseball here from Sheboygan. Your score, Marshfield 1 and Viroqua to get their first chance at bat when we return. As you are watching American Legion Baseball right here on Zaleski Sports.
I really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Central Wisconsin Glass is Central Wisconsin's choice for your next new or remodeled shower and bathroom. The experts at Central Wisconsin Glass will effortlessly guide you through the design and installation process. Have the elegant and modern shower and bathroom you've been looking for. Call Central Wisconsin Glass at 715-387-8010. That's 715-387-8010. And Central Wisconsin Glass on Facebook for your residential, commercial, and vehicle glass needs.
Bottom half of inning number 1 from Sheboygan. Nick Urban taking his warm-up tosses, and as he does that, a reminder as well that Fleet Farm is your water and marine headquarters. Check out their huge selection of towables, floats, paddleboard, and kayaks during the Make a Splash sale at Fleet Farm. Proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. Nick Urban, the left-hander, making his second start, his 4th appearance. He doesn't have a record. He's gone 5 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 8 walks, 7 strikeouts. He's hit 2 batters. He does have a save with an ERA of 1.40. Still face Olsen, Hubach, and Kowalczyk to start things off for Viroqua. Left-on-left matchup, and the first one is going to be called strike 1 on the outside corner to Griffin Olsen. Olsen, long, lanky right-hander, was primarily a shortstop otherwise, as that'll skip through Timler and all the way back. And comes right back to the plate. A lot of room behind home plate as well here. There's a line drive, stung into left field, a big hop and a base hit. So leadoff runner aboard in Olsen. That'll bring up the catcher, Evan Hubach. We'll see Urban's move to first, what he can do. Olsen at good speed.
Yes, it does say 100. Visiting, right?
And he'll hit a fly ball over toward right. Bauman still chasing it down. He will make the call on the catch. And there's a quick out. So 1 out now for the shortstop, Casey Kowalczyk.
No. So 1 out. Yeah. I can see it better over here.
As long as you're not cursing, you're good. Wind and delivery, and there's a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. To Kowalczyk, the shortstop, looking to atone for his earlier error that led to a run back in the top half of the inning. Throw over to first, and Olsen's back with a head-first dive. That's going to be another strategy for Marshfield. With Olsen on base, since he is your starting pitcher, if you can make him dive, stop and start a lot, can tire him out a little bit, especially in this pretty big heat. And there's a stolen base attempt, and covering late, so Timler had to hesitate. Nobody was covering until Zeps got there, and it's a stolen base. The ball got to Timler in plenty of time behind the plate, but he had to wait to unleash his throw before someone so showed they're going to try and cover the bag, and nobody did. So Olsen's going to pilfer second. Timler will go out to Urban, change the sign to make sure they're on the same page. And there's a high pop-up foul territory, first base side. And nobody calls it and nobody catches it. Jersey, I think, was called off by Urban, and both guys overran it. It'll drop a foul. Nobody touches, so I can't give an error. But that sounds very similar to a story I read from way back in baseball history, back with the old New York Giants from way back in the early 19-teens. A pop-up like that cost them a World Series game, where nobody went and caught it. Now it's the Hall of Famer on the mound. We'll see if this comes back to Hurd, and it'll miss down. So Urban looking in, looks back, and he comes set right at the chest. Runner going, and it's a hit and run. It's a fly ball into left. Ranging back is Dicha. He'll make the call to catch for the second out. So now 2 outs. The runner still on second base, and that will bring in Noah Matheson, the third baseman, to face Urban. Olsen still hanging out there at second base. He's been out there for a while. Single to left, stole second. There's a ground ball, foul toward third base. And Sheboygan over there and hitting the cage, goes and grabs it and gets it out of play. 0-1, Urban set. Knuckling ground ball towards second. Zeps bobbles it. And everybody's safe. Throw's going to come into the plate. It's late, and Olsen's going to score. A slow roller that Zeps just did not handle. And an E4 is going to bring in a run. So both teams have given their team a free tally here in the first inning. Madison was barely even running out of the box. No way that play should not have been made. And Olsen with some heads-up base running. He saw that it was still bobbled. He took off, and he was able to dive into the plate. As there's a swing and a miss to Camden Oliver, the first baseman. That one's going to skip away from Timler behind him and on his way to second on the wild pitch. So now a runner at second base. There's a little flare toward left field, and that's going to drop foul. Count 1-2. Urban trying to work out of this inning. A hit and an error. He'll miss down 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him, and the inning is over. But Viroqua does strike for a run on one hit with an error and a runner left. We played one complete. Your score, it is 1-1 between Marshfield and Viroqua. Live from Sheboygan, right here on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer.
Top half of inning number 2. A 1-1 game. Olson back out there after running the bases, stealing a base, and then stealing a run on some great base running on the E4. And he'll face the 8, 9, and 1. So he'll face Isaac Zepp to lead things off, then Lang and back up to Timler. Zepp to second base, hitting 133. He is 2 for 15 with 3 runs batted in during yearly portions of the summer. Marshfield's played 11 games, 7-4 as he'll pop the first one up and out of play, first base side. Olson not waiting around, he's ready to go. And he'll get a ground ball foul toward third. So quickly 0-2. And Viroqua, their white jerseys going gradient toward blue toward the bottom. Of course, Olson's now mostly dirt brown. And the big curveballs pop straight up in the air on the infield. Matheson is there. He'll make the catch for the first out. So one out here, and that will bring up the number 9 hitter, Bennett Lang, the starting shortstop, hitting .286 through the early portions of the summer. He's 4 for 14. On base, though, 474 as he'll take a breaking ball down for ball 1. Can stay tuned. 2 games for the Marshfield Blue Devils tonight. This one and then Sheboygan right after. As he didn't go around, then it's 2-0. There's a strike. 2-1. Infield playing deep. Check swing. That's going to be a fair ball. Hubach hops out and throws in time. Nice play for Evan Hubach behind the plate to hop out there quick and record the second out of the inning. So here comes Timler. Cole reached on an error, came around to score on the Bennington double. He had a routine ground ball to short that Qualtrics had go right through his legs. And the first one's a breaking ball that'll miss up and out of the zone. Now taking his time and set to go. And there's a really nice breaking ball, and it's going to be even up 1-1. Best curveball Olson's thrown so far. There's a chopper toward third and foul. That's going to hop up and over and out of play. So get us a couple of new baseballs given toward our home plate umpire. Timler now down 1-2, swinging the old DeMarini the goods. Breaking ball misses up and out of the zone just above the numbers, and it's going to be 2-2. Also looking for a 1-2-3 inning. He faced 7 batters. Gave up an unearned run, and there's a little flare in towards shallow right, and ranging over. And a nice catch out there by Gelhaus to end the inning. So it ends up being a 1-2-3 second for Olson. As we go to the bottom half of inning number 2 after 1.5, it's a 1-1 ball game live from Sheboygan, right here on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no one-man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in Central Wisconsin.
Bottom half of inning number 2 here on Zaleski Sports, live from Sheboygan. Urban getting set for one final toss to Timler. As he does that, a reminder as well that it's time to get back to work and time to find a great job and with great pay at Nikolai Construction. Nikolai Construction of Marshfield is a well-established, family-owned business with a welcoming environment for you to be a part of today. You find year-round work in carpentry, concrete, steel, and excavation that has you home every single night. So stop in and see Brad or Rob at Nikolai Construction, East 29th Street in Marshfield, to get started and get back to work with Nikolai Construction. Bottom half of the second for Viroqua, it'll be Ashton Swanson to lead things off. Pitched most of the game against Wausau. Now in left field here in this one. And he's going to swing at the first pitch and a fly ball into shallow center. Brock Bennington right there. He'll make the catch. Perfect scenario for Nick Urban. Get one pitch and one out. So here comes Braden Landowski, the center fielder. And the first one is going to be down and in the dirt. And it was an unearned run in that first inning for each team. And that'll miss up 2-0. Each team with a run, a hit, and an error. Marshfield left him loaded in that first inning. And with 1-2-3 in this second, there's a ground ball up the middle. Ranging over and not able to get there is Zepp. They'll go into center field. It'll be a one-out single. So Landowski aboard will bring up Tyler Quackenbush. Quackenbush in right field, another left-handed hitter for Viroqua. And that'll miss inside, ball one. And there's a chopper. It's a fair ball. Dershow'll just make the tag over at first. That'll be the second out. That'll advance the runner to second. For Cooper Gelhaus, the second baseman and the number 9 hitter. So a chance for Viroqua with their number 9 guy up to try and drive in a run, give themselves the lead. And he waves and misses, and it's 0-1. Seemed more of a change of feel, but it could have been just a slower, more moving fastball from Urban there. There's a fly ball into the left center field gap and deep. Moving back. That's going to get to the fence. It'll be an RBI double for Cooper Gelhaus, and it's 2-1 Viroqua. The number 9 hitter with a great hit, great swing. That ball just kept on going as well. Slight breeze going that direction toward the alley in left center. Now here's Olson, the top of the order. He singled, stole a base, and scored back in the first. Man, there's a strike. 2 outs here in the second inning. A runner on second. A run is already in. And a big cut and a miss. It's 0-2 to Olson. Urban looking for a second strikeout, trying to and limit the damage to just 1 here in the second. Down in the dirt, blocked by Cole Timler. So now 1-2. Hits in the inning from Braden Lewandowski, Cooper Gelhaus. That's going to put Marshfield on the comeback trail once again. They'll have Bennington to lead off the top of the third. And that's just missed outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A little flared foul ground. Homolka's going to be there. He'll make the catch, and there's the third out of the inning. But Viroqua does get a run on 2 hits and a runner left. We've played 2 complete innings here from Sheboygan. Your score 2-1 Viroqua. So you're watching American Legion Baseball live on Zaleski Sports.
First things first with Mid-State Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school. Then choose a path that suits you. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Choose a new career. Transition easily and quickly by upgrading your skills. Or continue your education with dozens of classes to get you on your path. No matter your stage of the game, your first move is Mid-State Technical College.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
We move to the third inning here on Zaleski Sports. Griffin Olson back out to work. He will face Bennington, Bauman, and Dietschy for Marshfield here in the third. Down, now up 2-1 for Viroqua. 2 runs, 3 hits. They've committed an error, and they've left 2 runners aboard through 2 innings. For Marshfield, a run on 1 hit. They've committed an error, and they've left 3. That 1 hit, though, was Brock Bennington. He had a double in the left center field gap. Drove in a run. He was stranded at third base back in that first inning. As he will take a big cut and a miss from Griffin Olson. There's a line drive into the gap again, and that's going to be down, a base hit. That's going to be cut off and then bobbled in left field, but he's going to take a big turn and hold that first with a leadoff single. So Bennington 2 for 2. So that'll bring up Riley Bauman, the right fielder. He flew out to center field his first time up. He's 0 for 1. So you cross this 6 o'clock hour. Throw over and back standing. It did get away, but Bennington able to hold this spot at first. Camden Oliver over at first, holding him on. Olsen set. And Bennington just took off, and they got him picked off. And he ends up, balk is going to be called, so it's going to get him to second base. So I'm guessing they're saying that Olsen didn't truly step off. He just turned. And so Bennington now on second base with nobody out. And there's a strike to Bauman. Big spot here. Tying run at second base with your number 3 hitter up and nobody out, and that'll miss. 1-1. There's a fly ball into center. That's going to get over Lindowski's head. That's going to get to the fence. It'll hit the bottom of the fence. Around third, Bennington is going to jog in, and it's going to be an RBI double and a tie game, courtesy of Riley Bauman. So back-to-back hits will get it over to Dichi, who struck out looking. 0 for 1. Bauman, who has 11 stolen bases, just picked up his 10th run batted in of the summer. And the first one's in the outside corner for a strike with a fastball. Both teams just peppering that left center field power alley. That's going to be a little looper right back to Olsen. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Or that's going to be the second out, I should say. It's a little humpback liner right back. And then Bauman was dancing around, got caught off of second base. And just like that, 2 down. So here comes Logan Homolka. And he's going to have one go over his head. And Homolka, who was hit by a pitch in that first inning, probably not feeling too comfortable right now. It was a full count delivery that got him right in the hip. As he fouls that one straight back, as Olsen still peppering that inside corner. So 1-1 to Homolka. Now an outside. Three and 1. And Homolka had that big grand slam a couple of days ago. And he's going to draw a free pass. So he's on base for the second time. And there's a 2-out base runner for Urban, who was also hit by a pitch his first time up. That was part of that first inning when, after the Bennington double, with him on third base and 2 outs, Olsen hit Homolka and Urban back-to-back. And he misses outside. So 5 out of 6 out of the zone now. Homolka with 1 stolen base. As a team, they've stolen 34. And that one will miss as well. That's up and out. 2-0, and there's 6 of 7. Out of the zone for Griffin Olsen. As time is called, he'll reset. Throw over, and in there with a dive is Homolka. Jershly on deck, hoping to get a chance. Top half inning number 3. Game 1 of 2 here tonight for you guys on Zaleski Sports. Kennery, Marshfield, Sheboygan following this. That'll miss down and in. Three and 0 to Urban. And time was called right before Olsen was set to go, and he's going to call out his catcher. As Urban called time at the last possible second. So we'll see how they try and come back on this one, trying to climb the ladder. And he does. Strike 1. There's a start. Strike 2. So he comes back with 2 straight in the outside corner. Homolka's going to get a head start at first with 2 outs. And it's ball 4. So after getting the double play, back-to-back walks, we'll bring up Jershly. Carson into a fielder's choice his first time up. Looking to try and take the lead. Homolka, the go-ahead run here in the 3rd inning, over on second base. Urban staying in there at first. No Kersey runner this time, and there's a strike. Snap throw back to first, and it's going to be thrown into right field. Everyone's going to advance. And it'll be a throwing error. They tried to pick behind the trail runner, Urban. And Oliver, I don't think ever saw it. They may have hit Urban, and it goes into right field, and everyone advances. Now 2nd and 3rd. On the 2nd error of the game for Viroqua. Jershly back in there. And there's a strike. 2-2 to Karsten Jershly. That's fouled straight back into the screen. As Hubach going right back out there and make sure they're...
And we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph, 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. And up in Auburndale, we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Bottom half of inning number 3 here from Sheboygan. A 2-2 ball game as there's going to be Hubach, Kowalczyk, and Matheson to up for Viroqua as they got to get Urban out. Get some warm-up tosses in. So as he does that, a quick word from our friends at Spectrum Benefit Solutions, because they have offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees, so find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started today. A big thanks to everyone joining in, wherever you may be, Urban now out there getting a couple quick tosses in before he faces 2, 3, and 4 in the Viroqua batting order. First up will be the catcher, Evan Hubach, who flew out to right field his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Urban's given up 2 runs, 1 earned on 3 hits. And there's a big cut and a miss, and it's 0-1 to Hubach. He's got 1 strikeout. Has not walked a batter. That's inside, 1-1. Infield at normal depth. Homolka, well, a step behind the third base bag, as that's going to be outside, 2-1. Outfield kind of staggered. Center field fairly shallow. Left field a little deep. That's outside, 3-1. It's a leadoff walk to Hubach. First walk of the day for Urban. And looks like we should get a courtesy runner, it looks like. And looks like that's going to be Kevin Lendowski, number 5. So Hubach will go back in the dugout, get in the shade, get the gear back on. So here comes Casey Kowalczyk, who flew out to left field his first time up. And the first one's in there for a strike from Nick Urban. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Lendowski taking his lead off of first. Urban looks over. And off speed will miss just a touch up, and it's 1-2 now to Kowalczyk. Leave Viroqua shortstop. That one inside, 2-2. That's fouled straight back. So 2-2 yet again. Matheson on deck. That'll miss up, and count runs full, 3-2. Urban trying to float a changeup in there. And that's again fouled off. Good at bat from Kowalczyk. He fell behind 0-2 as rooked it back full, fouled off a couple of tough ones. Urban trying to get a ground ball. He'll get a fly ball into the left center field gap. Bennington on the run. He's not going to get anywhere close. Around second, Lendowski's going to turn the corner at third. They're going to wave him around. The throw's going to go into third. It's going to be wide, and it's going to be an RBI triple for Casey Kowalczyk. And Viroqua's taking the lead right back. A 3-2 lead now. As we've seen, again, both teams just driving into that power alley in left center. See numerous hits as there's a high pop-up back and out of play. Off the bat of Noah Matheson, who reached on an error that brought in a run back in the first. A little chopper that Zaps couldn't handle. Golson scored from second on it. That's down 1-1. Now a 3-2 lead for Viroqua. A walk and a triple, nobody out. High pop-up foul ground, rotating over Homolka, trying to see if he has a play. He does not. And it's 1-2. Corner infield is in. The middle infield about halfway. Trying to cut this run off. Keep it at a 1-run game. But Urban's going to have to work through it with nobody out. Strike 3 call. There's the first one that he needs. Matheson knew it. He'll make the walk back to the dugout, and that'll bring up Camden Oliver, who struck out his swinging back in the first. And corners playing in. Homolka on the grass over at third. Jersey on the cutout, and he pops him up. Urban is calling it, and he'll make the catch right at just a couple steps in front of his landing spot on the mound. And he's got the second out. Looking to work out of this. Runner on third, nobody out. The run already in. Here comes Ashton Swanson. He flew out to Bennington in center field his first time up. One hopper to short. That's going to be kicked over at short, and there's going to be no play. Lang couldn't handle the hot shot. And I'm going to give him an E6 on that. That's a play. It's got to be made. And so with the E6, second error of the game for Marshfield brings in another run. And that's going to be skipping away from Timler. Goes all the way back. And the wild pitch now gets him into second base. And that's down 2-0. There's a ground ball. Lang, the chance again. Fields over, throws. In time to end the inning. So Lang gets a little bit of redemption with that play. But the inning comes to an end. So with 2 runs on 1 hit. There was an error and a runner left. We have played 3. Your score now, Viroqua 4 and Marshfield 2. You're watching American Legion Baseball right here on Zaleski Sports.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com.
Top half of inning number 4. Olsen back out to work. He will face Zeps, Lang, and Timler here in the 4th inning. Now with a 2-run lead. And the first one will be popped up into shallow right center, backing up the second baseman. And Gelhaus makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Through the first 3 for Marshfield, 2 runs on 3 hits. They have committed 2 errors. They've left 5 runners on. For Viroqua, 4 runs on 4 hits. They have also committed 2 errors. They have left 3. As there's a big swing and a miss from Bennett Lang, who had a little swinging bunt out in front of the plate. He was thrown out by Hubach. So that's outside, 1-1. Approaching the halfway mark of this game. Inside, 2-1. There's a fly ball down the line, left field, hooking, foul. Two balls and two strikes to Bennett Lang. That'll miss outside. Hubach tried to bring it back across. And ball 4. Man, there's a 1-out walk. Third walk of the game for Olson. He's also hit a couple of batters. He's got 2 strikeouts. Here comes Cole Timler. Cole 0 for 2. He reached out an error and scored back in the first, and he popped up to second back in the second inning. Lang with 2 stolen bases over at first. He'll hold, and that's hit Cole Timler. So the third hit batter of the game for Marshfield. And between games, they're going to need to get some ice. So here comes Bennington, the last guy. If you're Viroqua, you want up with runners on. He's 2 for 2. A single, a double, an RBI, and a run. And I can attest that anyone who's watched the Columbus Catholic Dons during the spring season knows the power he has in that bat. And he tried there, and he hooks it toward left field. Foul. Had a couple of home runs against Rosholt. 2 3-run home runs just in that game. Had a huge triple in the state tournament that helped spur the comeback effort that fell just short against Bangor. He's been known for getting the big hit when they've needed him. Looking to do the same for the Blue Devils as he'll take a strike. So 0-2 now to Brock. And 2 for 2. And twice he's gone to left center. Hubach sets up outside. Slider that time will miss outside. Timler, big lead off of first. Lang off of second. Kowalczyk holding the runner. That's a chopper foul toward the Marshfield dugout. And I think into the Marshfield dugout. Strike 3 called. Hubach brought it back, made it look really good. And there's the second out. Bennington retired on strikes. 2 outs now, and that'll bring up Bauman, who doubled back in the third inning. Brought in a run. He's 1 for 2. Snap throw back to first, and with a dive is Timler. Trying to get at least one of those runs back here in the fourth. Tying a run is aboard. And he's going to foul that one off. There's a ground ball pulled toward third. taking it himself. And the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 runners left. We are halfway through. We've played 3.5. Your score is Viroqua 4, Marshfield 2. You're watching American Legion Baseball right here on Zaleski Sports.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Bottom half of inning number 4. As Urban taking his warm-up tosses as Timler gets the gear on, and as he does that, a reminder as well that H&S Manufacturing in Marshfield is hiring. And if you're a hardworking individual, they need you. Do you want a solid company offering top wages and a very generous benefits package along with it? Then check out the open positions at H&S. Benefits include health, dental, life, and disability, plus a 401k. Cash bonuses, a $2 shift bonus, and a substantial vacation plan that has you earning vacation from your very first day. They're looking for welders, painters, and assemblers for both first and second shift. To apply online, Google them H&S Manufacturing or log on to hsmfgco.com. For Viroqua, it'll be 8-9-1. Quackenbush, Gelhaus, and Olson facing Urban. Urban 4 runs, 2 earned. As he'll fire in a strike on the outside corner to Tyler Quackenbush. He's 0 for 1, grounded out to first. His first time up. He'll hit a line drive. Homolka knocks it down. Plenty of time, throws in time, first out. So 1 out for Cooper Gelhaus. He doubled in a run his first time up. It went deep to left center. And a big breaking ball will miss. Ball 1. And there's a late strike call, and it's 1-1. Gelhaus did a little bit of a double take as he walked out of the batter's box. So 1-1 now is Urban out of the stretch. Misses low. Getting 4 runs on 4 hits. There's a swing and a miss on a ball above the belt, 2-2. Each team's committed a couple of errors. And in big spots. All 4 errors combined have led to runs. That'll miss down and away, and the count runs full. Three and two to Gelhaus, second baseman. That's fouled straight back. And again, lower bottom of the order, working some good at-bats. Gelhaus worked good on his first time up and then doubled into the gap. Trying to get on here with 1 out. Viroqua looking for some insurance runs. And he fouls another one straight back. Olson on deck. Looks like both bullpens empty. Little pop up toward first. Jersley didn't know where it was. And it's a fair ball. That's a hard luck base hit for Marshfield. That's going to go down as a single. Jersley never saw that baseball in the sun. And it landed right behind the bag. So Gelhaus 2 for 2, and that'll bring over Olson in the top of the order. Olson 1 for 2. He singled and scored back in the first. He hit a little end of the bat pop up in foul territory to Homolka back in the second inning. And he'll take one down and away. Again, Urban did everything right on that pitch to Gelhaus. There's a fly ball into left. Ranging over is Dicha. He'll make the catch, and there's out number 2. So 2 outs. Here comes Hubach, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. So there's a little lob over to first, and then with a dive is Gelhaus. Trying to work through this 4th inning. And he does. Fly ball deep left, ranging back though, looking up, leaping, can't make the catch. It'll one-hop the fence. After a bobble, rounding third and scoring is Gelhaus. It's an RBI double. And it's 5-2. Looked like for a second, Dichi was going to have a play on it, and he leaped, couldn't, and just went over his glove, one-hopped the fence, and then he kind of bobbled it off the fence. That let the run come across to score on the RBI double. So the little pop fly that gets lost in the sun comes around to score. Now bring up Kowalczyk, who tripled on a run back in the 3rd. And he takes a big cut looking for another one, and he's going to come up empty. It's 0-1. 5-2 Viroqua. Two or 1-1. Throw back to second, and I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but Lang, good job covering, knocking it down. So ball and a strike to the shortstop, Kowalczyk. 2-1. Big cut and a miss. 2-2. Kowalczyk was aiming for the Cousins sub sign in left field. Two balls and 2 strikes. Urban trying to leave it at just 1 run. And a look back and nobody covering, and diving back in there is Kevin Lindowski, who's the courtesy runner. There's a drive into the gap in left center. That's going to split the outfielders again. One hopping the fence. Around third, he's going to score. Kowalczyk is going to turn the corner looking for another triple. They got a play on him. The throw's going to be in there late, though, after a bobble, and it's another RBI triple for Casey Kowalczyk. And it is 6-2. And again, both teams again wearing out that power alley in left center. They see the ball is just magnetized to hit that gap over and over again. As here comes Matheson, 0 for 2. Big cut and a miss on a fastball in the outer half. Might have been a changeup too, and it's 0-1. Matheson struck out looking his last time up. 2 runs in on 3 hits. Outside. Most productive inning offensively for Viroqua. They're a home run shy of the cycle. So that's going to be fouled off the front foot. It's 1-2. Now with the wind blowing out toward left center, if Matheson, the cleanup hitter, can get a hold of one here. And go for, can try and get one out of here. Little flare towards second. Zeps will make the catch, and the inning is over. But 2 more runs come across for Viroqua on 3 hits, and a runner left. We have played 4 complete. So we head to the 5th. Your score is Viroqua 6 and Marshfield 2. So you're watching American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Top half of inning number 5, 6-2 in favor of Viroqua. Olsen back out to work. He will face Dichi, Homolka, and Urban. And the first one will miss down and away. Down 4, comeback time for the Blue Devils, trying to get their 3rd win in as many days. There's a breaking ball for a strike. Dichi 0 for 2, a strikeout and a line drive double play. Now is back in the 3rd inning, hit a little comeback liner right back to Olsen, who doubled off Bauman on second base. It's 2-1 now. Again, Marshall, no matter what happens this one, they got to turn right back around, play another one. As that's outside, 3-1. So no matter what happens, they got to put this game behind them, no matter what, and get ready for Sheboygan following. Line drive into the gap in left center, base hit. I'm losing track of how many times I've said that today. As there's a leadoff base runner for Logan Homolka, who has been hit by a pitch and walked. These are the guys you want in your comeback effort. Homolka, top RBI man, 18 on the summer. And there's a strike on the inside corner. And Homolka was hit by a 3-2 pitch back in the 1st. He was almost hit again back in the 3rd. They ended up drawing a walk. Olsen has hit 3 batters during his start. So step off and look Bendici back to 1st. Now a throw over, and he's in there with a dive. That's down 1-1. And nobody throwing for either team. That's a bit up. 2-1 to Logan Homolka. Olson now at 92 pitches. There's a big swing and a miss. For Urban, he's at 73 through 4. Fly ball into right center, ranging over. Lindowski's going to get there and make the catch for the out. Scrambling back to first and getting there in plenty of time is Dietschy, and there's one out. Ball was hit well, but hit to the wrong gap. I feel like if he goes to left center with that, it somehow finds its way through. Here comes Urban. Urban, was, much like Homolka, was hit by a pitch and walked as he'll take a strike. There's a little ground ball into left field, a base hit for Urban. So 2 singles now in the inning, first and second, just 1 out. We'll get a runner. For Olson, that's about 95 or 96 that he's thrown. And the first one's in there for a strike to Karsten Jerschley. 0 for 1, a ground ball and a strikeout. And a balk is called again. Second time we've seen a balk called on Olson. And now second and third. Olson set. Fly ball into center. Diving, that's down, that's a base hit. That's going to bring in a run. Waiting to tag, just in case it was caught, so it'll just be a single run in. But an RBI single for Karsten Jerschley. Now it's a 3-run game for Zeps. 0 for 2, a couple of pop-ups. He represents the tying run. Still just 1 out. That's outside for ball 1. Two and 0. Mason Pavlovsky, the courtesy runner, he's over at third. He's running for Urban. That's fouled and over toward the netting first base side. 2 and 1 now to Zaps. He pops him up. Foul territory ranging over. Hubach makes the catch. Second out of the inning. So that'll bring up Bennett Lang. Trying to at least get that runner in from third, make it a 2-run game. He walked his last time. And the first one's in there for a strike. That's down and blocked, 1-1. Big moment here in the 5th. Lang the tying run, Timler on deck. This will be Olson's last inning for sure. This could be his last batter. A good one in there for strike 2. Runner going, fouled straight back. Lang had to protect with 2 strikes. Jersley over at first. Pavlovsky over at third. Again, he's courtesy running for Urban. Lang trying to make a big spot here. Looking for a big hit of a 9 spot. Swing and a miss. He got knotted up high and tight, and the inning is over. But Marshfield does get a run on 3 hits. RBI from Jersley, and 2 runners left. We've played 4.5. Your score, Viroqua 6, Marshfield 3. You're watching American Legion Baseball live from Sheboygan on Zaleski Sports.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Bottom half inning number 5, Urban back out to throw. He's going to face the top of the order. All right, stand corrected. He will be facing the middle of the order. Oliver Swanson and Lindowski for Viroqua. Ground ball to short. Nice big hop. Lang, throw, 1 out. There's a quick out for Urban. That's exactly just what he needed. So Oliver 0 for 3, and now here comes Swanson, who's 0 for 2. Reached on an error his last time up. That was back in the 3rd. Had a one-hop shot to short that Lang couldn't handle. Brought in a run. And the first one's a strike. Another ground ball, big hop to Lang. He's got to hustle. And it's late. And Swanson's safe at first. Can you give an infield hit on that? That'll bring up Braden Lindowski. 1 for 2, a single and a run back in the 2nd. Viroqua trying to get that run back that they gave up in the 5th. Could be 2. 5, 4, 3. Double play. And just like that, the inning is over quickly. So no runs on a hit, nobody left. And we have played 5 complete. We had to inning number 6 here from Sheboygan. It is 6-3 Viroqua. You're watching American Legion Baseball live on Zaleski Sports.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
Top half of inning number 6. After that beautiful double play, around the horn it went. As new pitcher in for Viroqua. Trying to get a good look at the number. Olsen is over at shortstop. And that looks to be number 7, Trevor Geary. He will come in. He'll face the top of the order. Timler, Bennington, and Bauman. Timler, 0 for 2. He has been on base twice, and he'll take a strike. Cole reached on an error in the first, came across. He was hit by a pitch last time, one of 3 hit batters from Griffin Olsen. That was back in the 4th. Outside with a breaking ball, 1-1 now to Cole. Breaking ball hung up there, and there's a little flare into right, but plenty of room. And there's the first out here in inning number 6 for Geary. That'll bring up Brock Bennington. Brock 2 for 3. An RBI double back in the first, a single and a run scored back in the third. He struck out looking back in the 4th. Geary, another long, lanky right-hander for Viroqua. Gets a pop-up from Bennington on the infield. Gelhaus makes the call and the catch for the second out. And with 2 down, here comes Bauman. Riley 1 for 3, an RBI double back in the third. Breaking ball outside, and it's 1-0. Big cut and a miss. 1-1 now to Riley. Breaking ball again outside. 2-1. Three and 1. Another breaking ball down and away. And that'll miss. Ball 4. 2-out walk. So Bauman aboard for the 3rd time. And that'll bring up Ben Dici, who's 1 for 3. Singled and scored back in the 5th. You're trying to get through these last couple of innings. And the first one right in there for a strike. Gary slide step runner going. Ground ball hit and run. And perfectly executed. Bauman's going to hold at second, and there's going to be first and second with 2 outs. For Homolka. Homolka 0 for 1. He's been on base twice. He flew out to center his last time up back in the 5th. Meeting on the mound, getting the signs correct. Now here's Homolka. Again, he's got a home run on the summer. He's the tying run. Maybe trying to put one off the scoreboard. Runner going. Throw down to third is going to be in time. And they got him. A huge base running miscue by Bauman. He is caught stealing with the tying run at the plate and your best power hitter. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, a runner left. We've played 5.5. Your score is at the bottom of the 6th. It is 6-3 Viroqua. You're watching American Legion Baseball live on Zaleski Sports.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business. And I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Bottom half, inning number 6, Urban back out to work. As it's got to be a disheartening moment for Marshfield. And there, the rule has always been never make the first or third out at third base, especially with your leading run producer at the plate. Bauman was thrown out by plenty. So Homolka will lead off the 7th when we get there. But now it's up to Urban to try and put up a 0 here in the bottom of the 6th. Against this Viroqua lineup, he will face 8, 9, and 1, Quackenbush, Gelhaus, and Olson. As he warms up, reminder as well that Hawkins Ash CPAs is the certified public accounting firm that is big enough to serve you but small enough to care. Accounting professionals in the firm's Marshfield office provide local tax and accounting services and are backed with the resources and support of 9 other offices and more than 150 team members. Contact Hawkins Ash CPAs in Marshfield for all your tax and accounting needs. Visit them online at hawkinsash.cpa to learn more. Tyler Quackenbush to lead things off when Urban takes his last couple tosses. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of ground balls today, 1 to first, 1 to third. Umpire goes and chases one down. Now we're set to go here in the bottom half of the 6th. First one will miss down for ball 1 to Quackenbush. We'll stay tuned again. We'll have another game yet tonight. It's 2-0. It'll be Marshfield and Sheboygan. And a couple of games tomorrow. There's a ground ball to second. Staying down on it, Zepp, step, throw, 1 out. But Quackenbush was hustling down the line. He's only out by a half a step. Either way, it is the first out. But again, stay tuned. Yeah, one more Marshfield game tonight. We'll have a couple of games, including Marshfield, with Plover tomorrow. And, of course, later on, about a month from now, state tournament will be here. So here comes Cooper Gelhaus. He's had himself a day. 2 for 2, an RBI double. A single, a run scored. 2 for 2 out of that 9 spot. As actually he is out of the game, so Geary is hitting. I stand corrected. So Gelhaus did go 2 for 2. But Kowalczyk moved over to second base. Strike 3 called. A low strike. But Urban gets the call, and there's 2 up and 2 down here in the 6th. Now bring up Olson now top of the order. Griffin Olson 1 for 3, a single and a run score. That was back in the first inning. And then he's popped up to third and flown out to left. He fouls it off. Breaking ball stays up and out of the zone. 1-1 to Olson. That's up and out of the zone with a fastball. 2-1. Hubach on deck. Another one missing. 3-1. Taken all the way, 3-2, full count, 2 outs. And strike 3, inning over. So a couple of punch outs for Urban, gets a 1-2-3-6, the first clean inning for the Marshfield starter today. As we go to the 7th, last chance for the Blue Devils. Your score after 6, it is Viroqua 6 and Marshfield 3. You're watching American Legion Baseball. Alon Zaleski.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
To the 7th inning we go. Last chance for Marshfield, down 3. It will be Homolka to lead things off against Geary. Fight will be followed by Urban and Jerschley. They need 2 runners on to have a chance against the big right-hander. So here comes Homolka. He was at the plate when Baumel was caught stealing third. Again, 0 for 1. He's walked and been hit by a pitch. Flew out to center his last time. And he'll take the first one out of the zone for ball 1. Fly ball into left center. That's going to split the outfielders. That's going to get to the fence on a couple of hops. Around first, and it's going to be under the fence, or under a sign, and it's going to be a ground rule double for Homolka. And man, doesn't that sting just a little bit for Marshfield. If he could have had that chance last inning, that could have brought in 2 runs. Either way, he's on with nobody out for Urban. Nick 1 for 1. He's been on base 3 times. A hit by pitch, a walk, and a single. He tries to drop one down. He drops down a beautiful bunt. Throw to first is going to be well late. It's going to be an infield single. And now 2 on, nobody out at the corners. For Karsten Jerschley, who will represent the tying run. Jerschley, an RBI single his last time up. He is 1 for 3. And he'll take a strike. Ground ball pulled foul, and it's 0-2 now to Karsten Jerschley with Zeps on deck. Runner going, he'll step off. Throw is going to have Urban picked off. Still going, Wolkenau going to try and score. He's going to score. Urban trying to dodge it. He can't. He will be out on the base paths. But a run will come across as Smolk is going to get a stolen base and stole home. But there is an out. Base running miscue again. One-run game, that's a great play. But now you got an out, and now you need another base runner. Jerschley down 0-2. And he is out on strikes, and there's 2 outs. Big curveball froze him. And the final chance is going to be Isaac Zeps. 0 for 3, he's popped up 3 times. Geary working from the windup. Misses down. Zeps reaches. Lang would come up as the ties, representing the tying run. There's a strike. Two and one. Ground ball to short. Big hop to Olsen. Step. Throw. Dug out at first by Oliver, and this one is over. Viroqua takes it. Your final score, 6-4. As they knock off the Marshfield Blue Devils. Now stay tuned. Your Nasonville Dairy postgame show is coming up next. Nasonville Dairy with their fresh cheese curds made daily. So get those curds at Nasonville Dairy over in Marshfield, over in Curtis, or you can go to NasonvilleDairy.com today. We'll be back to get some final thoughts this one and wrap things up right here on Zaleski.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, Edam, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Wrap things up here from Sheboygan with your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Your final score in this first game was Viroqua 6 and Marshfield 4. For Marshfield dropped to 7-5. Overall, 4 of the Blue Devils, 4 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors. They left 10 runners on base. Big hitters Andre Homolka with the big double there. Bennington with a couple of hits, including an RBI. Bauman with a hit and RBI. Timler on base twice. Jersley on base twice. The loss goes to Nick Urban on the mound. For Viroqua, 6 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors of their own. They only left 4. Big hits from Cooper Gelhaus, and the big ones, Casey Kowalczyk, back-to-back RBI triples in the 3rd and 4th innings for Viroqua. Again, stay tuned. We still got another game for you guys later on. It'll be its own separate video. So again, stay tuned. Go to ZaleskiSports.com to find that game. In just a little while, once they get the field relined and lineups all set and good to go, it will be Marshfield and Sheboygan as we get set for one more here this evening from Sheboygan. So that being said, we're going to say so long for now. My name is Mike Welland, and this has been your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Can get those fresh cheese curds made daily? Head to Marshfield or Curtis or NasonvilleDairy.com today. One more time, your final score from Sheboygan, it was Viroqua 6, the Marshfield Blue Devils 4. Thank you for joining us, and we'll talk to you in just a little bit with more baseball right here on Zaleski Sports.